Hello, I am the Standard Critic. Let's talk about Oliver Stone. In the 80s and 90s, he was one of the biggest film directors in the world, with hits like Platoon, JFK and Born on the 4th of July, as well as writing Scarface and several political documentaries. This guy was everywhere. In fact, last year we had the privilege of seeing him when he was in Barcelona, promoting his latest work, JFK Revisited. And so, for today's review, I was thinking which could be his very worst film. Some people say it's The Hand, others say it's that lame Alexander the Great movie. Personally, I think the worst one is the very first film he made as director, back in 1974, titled Seizure. There's a very good reason why people have never heard of it. It's a strange and bizarre horror movie, no different from those low-budget exploitation movies of the time. But is there something salvageable about it considering the man who was behind it? No. Let's start the review of Oliver Stone's Seizure. The movie takes place in a nice house in the countryside, inherited by this family lot.
Daddy? Wait.
Oh my god, I'm a perfect Harry Dean Stanton lookalike! Actually, his character Edmund is played by Jonathan Frid. You know, the gothic vampire from Dark Shadows.
I wouldn't want to impose on your time any further.
How are you feeling?
I had the dream again.
Was the nightmare about Johnny Depp appearing in a Dark Shadows movie?
Ah, the first of the victims has arrived.
The family's having guests for the weekend, but I won't mention most of them because they're not worth remembering. But I will mention this guy.
Look, Jack,
See, wait a minute. Charles Hughes, not Jack. Did I say my name was Jack?
Jack, I don't particularly like being called an idiot.
Wait a minute. My name is not Jack. It's Charles Hughes.
Okay, if you say so, Jack.
Charles Hughes, not Jack.
No, your name is Jack.
My name is not Jack.
No matter what you call yourself, your name is Jack.
Charles Hughes.
Whatever.
Screw you.
Mother, can we go?
Let's get the hell out of here. Get in the car. Let's get out of here.
The whole family arrives, but something tells me that they are not alone. That must be the villain, because the music was like doo-doo.
Local news today, the Joliet Psychiatric Institute reports the escape of 3 inmates, one of whom, Jezebel Joyce, achieved notoriety several years ago, and she was convicted of the widely publicized knife murder of one of her students. The 3 should be considered extremely dangerous, but police officials expect their recapture shortly.
I wonder if the people mentioned on the radio will be the villains of the story. What are the chances?
Yeah, sure, kid. Come on, let's play catch. Ready?
That was certainly an abrupt transition. Look at this scene. We see Edmund's wife sleeping, which leads to absolutely nothing, as it's now nighttime and the house is raided by the carnival cosplay of Manos the Hands of Fate. But it turns out to be a dream. You know the classic rule of don't add shots that have no relevance? This movie is not a game changer.
Libya. It's a country in North Africa that's south of the North Pole. That's right. Intellectual cripples.
You know that one family member you always pretend he doesn't exist due to his personality and views? That's Uncle Jack.
It's Charles Hughes.
Whatever.
But you love money as much as I do. The trouble is you don't know how to make it. You're a failure, Frost. Small time. Very small time.
That's what the producers said to Oliver Stone after releasing this movie. They all sit down for supper, but even Edmund suspects that they are being watched.
Well, bravo, Charles, you did it again. Let's all toast to the dollar bill. I suddenly feel my...
Holy shit, I thought I saw the dwarf from Fantasy Island. One of the guests goes outside without her pants because it's the 70s. I think she's our first victim. No, don't let your ignorance make you run away. He's just lost and asking for directions.
Please. I'll do anything. Please don't hurt me.
Dude, I just wanted to know the way to the gas station.
Clarice?
Yes, Eunice.
look at me.
One of the other guests starts to have visions of her first late husband talking from beyond the grave.
Eunice, look into the mirror. Look into it now, or else you lose me. Do you see me? Yes. Yes, you do.
This whole scenario kind of resembles Twin Peaks, doesn't it? And it was Tattoo from Fantasy Island, played by Hevivier. Okay, I confess, I was an embarrassment in French school.
Remove the wrinkle of age. Young.
Getting sunburned makes you look younger? I was not aware of this trend. Downstairs, Edmund tells one of the guests that he has had several premonitions predicting the events of tonight.
Until Nicola went to the window at dinner, and when she opened it, a face appeared. A face of something I invented. Look.
You most likely saw the man with the golden gun in the cinema last week.
Come here, Mark.
Upstairs, the Queen of Evil from the nightmare is real and kills one of the people staying at the house. That editing is not mine. That's how they executed his execution. God, imagine me doing that.
I'm going to kill you.
No, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm going to kill you.
No, I'm gonna kill you.
I've already been...
Who are you? What do you want? All right, if that's the way you want it. Come on, kid, let's take him. Come on!
No, I'm not gonna beat up a minority. You don't seriously believe that they are getting defeated by the little guy. That's like getting beat up by your own kid. What an idiot, he kills one of his own. Moving on. They are all captured and tied up as the leader of the cult communicates her intentions to everyone.
Don't ask us who we are or where we come from. You will do as you're told, though nothing will make sense. Now one after the other. The rest of you will die. And at dawn tomorrow, only one of you will be left.
Now I know where Michael Haneke got the idea for funny games.
Now, we will play a little game. It will match each of you against the other. In a race around the house, 5 times you will make the circle until the weakest of you cross the finishing line. Last will be executed.
Oh, God.
Well, I can't possibly imagine the old guy with the bad foot being last.
I'll be behind you. You can't lose.
On your marks!
Quick, everybody run towards the film crew that's illuminating you. Knick-Knack can apparently teleport as he is now back at the house taunting the widow into killing herself.
You ugly woman. He hates you.
Punish me. Please punish me.
You punish yourself, Eunice.
Oh, you've turned her into Betty Davis. She's alive. That fall looked harmless. Archie Bunker has a heart attack. Perhaps, maybe, not really, as he is still able to move like nothing has happened, as he comes across the blonde from earlier on. Now, what is up with these abrupt cuts? Was the director's cut so violent they just had to remove all the bloody bits? I wouldn't be surprised. Surprisingly, the old man wins the race, but is confronted by tragic news. Oh, darling, you just ruined the $1,000 dress I bought you.
Let me go!
Uncle Archie is in last place as he now desperately pleads for his life.
Look. Carte Blanche, American Express. Diners gone. I got it! Where's that check? Where's that check?
Again, bits of dialogue appear to be removed.
Hey! Whatever your name is, you're quiet. $1 million! I'll get you women, hundreds of them big black ones! White ones. I mean, if that's what you like. Okay, anything you want! Anything, just break that midget's neck!
Give him the silent treatment, that will make him show his true colors. He beat up a guy with dwarfism. Let's shun him. No, I'm beating him in self-defense. Shun him.
No! No!
His head is crushed with an effect they obviously couldn't afford. Edmund and the old guy are locked up in the sitting room, where they find out that these people are based on historical legends.
There was once a legendary prince, quite popular in French history, and was called Louis the Cruel. He was a dwarf. He would imprison his enemies in little cages in his dungeons. Cages so small, the poor souls couldn't even stand upright.
Cages that were so tiny a mosquito had to be removed just to make more room.
I think she is the dark mother goddess of the Hindu faith, Kali. Jackal could be a variation on a Russian word, Jekeli, which means executioner.
Well, I've never heard of a black Russian executioner.
Neither have I. He just pulled that story out of his ass.
Maybe they've staged all this to look like that, but their maniac's just the same. Maybe they've escaped from that damned institution down in Joliet, but it's not supernatural. It can't be.
Edmund, that you have seen these beings before, in your recurring nightmare, and in your drawings. It is you who have created these creatures.
Now, what makes you think that these are magical beings that came to life?
You, come here.
Edmund and one of the other guests are forced to fight one another in a knife duel where only the winner gets to live.
Nicky!
Shit, they keep hitting the camera by accident. Good. It's definitive. We are clearly watching the PG version of this movie. The Queen of Hearts seduces Edmund, but he rejects her advances as he demands to see his wife.
I will give you 2 hours by clock time to be completely alone with her. But then you'll be mine forever.
He tells her about their deadline as they both hide their son from the cult. She also gives this throwaway speech about how Edmund was never there for his family.
No, Edmund, no. It doesn't work anymore. You're a coward, Edmund. There's no point in lying to myself any longer.
Oh yeah, because at no point during this movie did Edmund show any concern for his wife and kid.
Whatever it is that's happening, Edmund, I have the feeling that it was born in that dream you've told me about. And that you, and only you, are in control of it.
Why is everyone so accepting of the idea that these guys are magical beings? You can't possibly know that.
Come here.
They have their time together before Edmund's wife disappears. And what's more, the old guy is going to drop from the chop. Now it's down to Edmund and his son.
I have no promises to keep with the dead. Even the people around me. My love for them was only an author's love for his own creation. But he can create others, more and more. An artist is without end.
And this monologue is terrible.
He's upstairs in the attic.
Oh, that is the ultimate treason. They search the attic, but the kid has escaped.
You lied, Edmund.
No.
Strangle him.
He manages to kill Two-Faced Mandingo, but Spider still goes after him. You can't catch me, you can't. Dude, fucking cameraman, stop shaking the camera and focus on me properly. The Queen of Evil manages to find the child and is about to kill him when suddenly...
Leave my child alone.
Mommy?
Put him down.
Even by this story's standards, this is weird.
I don't want you to go away.
I have to, Jason. Then Edmund is mine. Take him.
Spider catches up with him, but then Edmund suddenly wakes up, revealing that it was just a dream. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's over. No, it was a dream.
No. You can't possibly reduce yourself to such a cheap ending. Or maybe it wasn't a dream after all.
Yes, my darling.
Okay, now what is happening? I have no idea where this is going.
Hey, go wake your daddy up. Tell him the guests will be here soon. Okay?
Daddy?
The Edgar Allan Poe of modern American fiction, writer, illustrator Edmund Blackstone died today at his Joliet County home of a heart attack.
Now what the hell was that all about? The best guess I can think of is that Edmund died in his sleep, and everything that happened in the movie was just his subconscious unraveling prior to death. So the moral of the story is that if you don't care enough for your family, you die? Did we really have to sit through an hour and a half to come to this conclusion? It doesn't make sense. This is a horrible message. No wonder it took several years for Oliver Stone to make another movie, as this debut would not have gotten him anywhere at the time. Not only is the directing bad, it's a boring story full of boring characters, with scenes that end abruptly or shots that are out of place and don't go anywhere. Once in a while you get an unintentional laugh out of Uncle Jack, but that's about it. There's really not much worth seeing. At least it wasn't as bizarre as that movie of his about Michael Caine fighting a killer hand. Oh yeah, that was a thing.
Move first.